Hey, sports porchers! It's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back with analysis of the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Well, the battle on ice for supremacy in the state of Pennsylvania was on display tonight in Pittsburgh, and I am proud to say, as a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, that the Pittsburgh Penguins reigned supreme. With the score of 6-3, the Pittsburgh Penguins took care of business. They're starting to make that three-game losing streak look like nothing but a history now. I guess, they did get a point against Tampa Bay, like we talked about the other night, but getting a full-out win against a hated rival, although the rivalry is not what it used to be, let's face it. But anyway, getting a win in regulation is just glorious for the Pittsburgh Penguins. It kind of erases all those other mistakes. And getting 6 goals when you only scored 3 goals in the last 4 games or something close to that. It's just a breath of fresh air. How did they do it? Well, it was really about the special teams tonight. Pittsburgh Penguins were 4 for 4 on the penalty kill tonight and 3 for 4 on the power play. And that pretty much is the story of the game. But let's break it down. First period, Penguins get a power play in the first minute. And I'll be honest with you, that first power play, the very first time they got out there, looked like dog shit again. Sometimes they just forget how to pass the puck. Now, I get it. Carlson's not on the first power play anymore. They got Tanger out there, so maybe they're learning a little bit how to play again with Tanger up on the first line. But hey, second power play came in, and they said, "Let us show you how it's done." Tic-tac-toe, Brazeau back of the net, and that was really the great start that they needed, and they got it. Power play right after that, again, they didn't get any shots. So, that was the only power play they didn't score. But, I mean, the Penguins' power play can have some outages at times, but they're resilient. They don't care. They keep coming back. I've been noticing on the power play that they're not making that dumb across-the-ice pass at the blue line anymore. They might fake it, but they're always finding the other guy, down low or on the power play goal. They did shoot a cross ice pass, and but it made it through barely, but it made it through to Kindle, and Kindle got it to Brazeau. Really nice tic-tac-toe play there. Other than that, I thought the first period the play was a little sloppy. Both teams looked like they weren't getting it together. There's just a lot of falling down, a lot of turnovers in the neutral zone, not good speed into the entry, terrible pucks out of the zone. And it just was terrible. But then, Pittsburgh gets their third power play of the period, and Rusty just sniped it from right from the slot. Good job by Rusty burying that. And, what can you do? It just was a great shot. I don't think there's anything that the Flyers could have done to do it. And to be honest, they got on that power play on a pretty ticky-tack call. That whatever they called tripping against Hathaway on Letang. I call it like I see it, and that wasn't a very good penalty. But hey, we took advantage of it, and it happens. It definitely happens. I did notice that when the Philadelphia Flyers did get to the power play, boy, they just can't get the pucks. They have no entry into the zone. I didn't realize their power play was as bad for as long as it was. So yeah, boy, that was just a breath of fresh air. So 2-0 at the end of the first period, and the second period, oh my gosh, the Philadelphia Flyers came out storming. But the Penguins got the first goal. Chinnikov with just a banger of a shot on a sweet dish from Malkin, made it 3-0. And then I even typed in my notes, keep the skid from happening. We've been at a 3-goal lead before. Did you see that statistic? Wait, I got to pull it up because it's just unbelievable. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 5-3. I know they got some loser points out of that, but they're 5-3 with the 3-goal lead this year. The rest of the league is 119-0. I mean, that's just amazing. That's how that goes to show you that 3-goal lead should be magic. That should be dagger, game over. But man, when they were losing those games like that, that just goes to show you how odd it was that they were doing it. But it gave me pause when the Penguins finally got to that 3-0 lead. It definitely gave me pause. So I typed it in, and when Abels got that tip-in goal, make it 3-1, and they changed the goalie, and looked like the goalie got hot for Philadelphia. I'm like, uh-oh, this does not look good. And the Flyers kept coming. Fortunately, they didn't get another goal to make it 3-2. But the fourth line really scored for us again with less than 2 minutes left in the period. Achari just digging at it, and Lizotte right there in front of the net. They get a really magic goal. That to make it 4-1. I thought that was really kind of the dagger. But you got to watch the game because you never know what's going to happen. And then first thing in the third period, and I actually thought this was the save of the night. Skinner made a really nice save on Trevor Zegras right in front of the net. And that was, in the first minute of the play. They score that goal, and it's 4-2. And I'm telling you, the way the Pittsburgh Penguins have played with three goal leads, that would not have been good. But fortunately for the Penguins tonight, Skinner was on. That was just an absolute great save. And, there was some fighting in there. Mitchkov didn't like the hit Lizotte put on. Forget the guy's name for Philadelphia. And Mitchkov said, nope, you're not going to do that to my buddy over there on the center position, and just took him out. So I actually really thought that the Pittsburgh Penguins tonight did play a solid game. I want to look up the guy's name from Philadelphia who got his bell rung. That's right, it was Barkey. Okay, yeah, Barkey got knocked over. Abel scored the goal, and Philadelphia didn't give up. The one thing about Philadelphia, even though they were down 5-1. And they just kept coming. I mean, they did not really stop playing. I thought maybe they stopped playing when Pittsburgh got the sixth goal, made it 6-1. But after that, they're like, you know what? We're going to try and make a run at this. And they did get 2 goals at the end. But Dewar getting that goal, hitting it out of the air from sweet pass from Novak, my buddy. To me, that's really what it was all about tonight. So Skinner with some nice saves. Pittsburgh Penguins, getting off the slide from the Philadelphia Flyers. I love every minute of it. People who chant Flyers suck. I'm not a big Flyers suck cheer. I like the go home Flyers cheer. To me, it has a better ring. And you know what? Let's face it, teams do suck, but you suck too sometimes. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that Flyers suck cheer, but hey, I wasn't at the game, so I don't get to decide what gets chanted at these games. And but I will be at a Flyers game, the very last one they play. I think it's in April. I will absolutely be at that game. So tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins are winners. They're off the 3-game slide, onto the win streak. One more on this homestand. They play Columbus on Saturday night. The Pittsburgh Penguins are 22-24 on the year with 54 points. That projects them out for 96 points on the season. Boy, that's right on the cusp of a playoff position. Don't look at when they show these, Pittsburgh's out of a playoff spot, Pittsburgh's not in a playoff spot. You have to look at the number of games, and you have to do the projections. That's what I do here on the porch. My name is the Hockey Jesus. If you like what you're hearing, hey, smash that subscribe button for me, would you? Hit that bell, because I'm here after every single Pittsburgh Penguins game, because I love hockey, and my team is the Pittsburgh Penguins. So I'm just giving it to you as a fan would give it to you after they've watched and spent their time watching the game. Hey, if you don't want to watch the games, just stop by here, and I'll give you a good synopsis. You can talk to it with your buddies in the morning at the water cooler. One final note, the Pittsburgh Penguins, when the big 3 score, the big 3 are Malkin, Crosby, and Letang. That's right. When they all 3 score, and they did tonight, the Pittsburgh Penguins are 209-45 all time when the big 3 score. I thought that was a great statistic. Good job on ESPN tonight. I thought the broadcast tonight, 2 thumbs up 2 thumbs up with the broadcast tonight, boys, with Weeksy down there between the pipes. Love it, guys. Keep up the good work. And I will be back Saturday as the Pittsburgh Penguins take on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Hey, it's a 7 o'clock game. No afternoon game. We'll take it. I'll see you then. Till then, enjoy your hockey.